Hey folks, how you doing? Today we got my man, Matthias Patrick in the house. This brother, I've been watching him for years, just growing and developing, and whether he realized it or not, he's become one of those major voices in the tri-state area. Incredible player, great guy, great spirit, but he decided to come by and show us some things and some songs. So we're gonna have some fun. So what you want to start us up with? Or you want to say something to people, or you want to start us?
I'll just start.
All right. Now, what were some of the interesting things that you did?
Okay, so I'm not necessarily a run guy. So my forte, at least to me, my opinion would be reharming. So in a situation where, like this song, it's classic, Andre Crouch classic. I'll keep it normal right here.
Just to establish the song.
So now I'm thinking, I could take a spot if I wanted to here as a reharm because I'm thinking of the melody, of course. That's always first and foremost in my head. So right? So these two notes, this B and this A, are not in the key. So I mean, it gives me an opportunity to kind of say, well, let me see if I can leverage this in some sort of way. So I can do I could do that if I want. I could do that if I want. There's so many ways I could go, but what I really started to think about was, hey, maybe I could do something that was diminished. So right? So what I'm doing is it's like I'm going to the 6 of G. But instead of me going from 1 to 6, I can go from the 3, right? And diminish walk up, sharp 4, sharp 5, 6, right? But instead of me playing the regular diminished chord, I can just move this note to the B. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, and I'm right back inside of that D flat space. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not trying to overwhelm whatever's happening. You know what I mean? So I probably wouldn't do this. Like, I don't know if they have a part where they sing, harmony together. But if it was a melody part, no, I don't want to do it. Yeah. I don't want to be overwhelming in that space. But maybe if it was a part where there was like a soloist singing and it was like, maybe the majority of the song had passed, maybe I would do that as a point of placement. So So that's one thing. One thing is reharmonization. and not not overbearing reharmonization, but just tasteful subtleties and some things that are tasteful. So right, because it's kind of out there, but it's not, because it's like enclosing the F, and it's leading you to the F. So it's like E flat, E, F, right, which is the 3, which is where you're trying to go. So another thing that I like to employ is, let's say if I was let's say we have the instead of me waiting to go to the C, I might go to the C early. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously that's a sort of a deviation from the right, and obviously, you know, I may be somewhat judicial or maybe cautious when I'm using this, because it kind of falls out.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't use it. That wouldn't be the first chord I go to. But maybe I'd probably do something like this. Or another thing that I like to employ is when I get to the sharp 4 / flat 5, right? I like to use this change, and I can't really describe it, but it's a change that a lot of like my favorite gospel pianists use. So at the part where it says, "I'll be with you always," it's really this flat 5 movement that kind of brings it out. So all I'm doing is, it's like I'm playing this G, and in my right hand I have an F down, right? So it's already creating tension, because it's already kind of like a you know, like a dominant in a way. It's already kind of creating that little tension. But then what I would do is I'll add the A in my right hand, I'll add the C in my left, right? And that's a parallel 6th. This 6 right here, that C to that A is a 6th, right? And then I'll move it up a half step, and then that's parallel, right? And this is happening all while these two, this low G and this F, is pressed down. So, right, that's that first parallel move. Then the second thing that will come after that is a whole step move, right? So it will be E flat, C, D flat, B flat, C, A. So this is all happening in the space of, right, over that flat 5. So it's sort of like a move inside of a move, because that flat 5 movement is sort of like a move in and of itself, you know. So do always, but instead of me going, "I'll be with you always," I'm going, "I'll be with you," right? Right? You can do this. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? So that's more so what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking I may not do that the first time, but maybe the second time. And the thing is that I'm keeping the melody, so that's cool. You know what I mean? So those are some of the things I used. Also, there's another chord that I like to substitute over the 5, right? Over the dominant 5 before it goes to the 1. After the "I will be with you." So it's kind of like, I guess you would call it, I guess you could spell it E, F sharp, A, C, right? I guess this would I guess this this is some sort of minor chord, but I know that this chord here is a chord that you can use as a substitute when you're playing an E, and you're playing like that minor, right? So all I did was that 4 and E is minor. But what I could do is, all it's got to do is take everything in the left hand down. Right? So I figured that out one day and I was like, oh, okay, that's going to be my sub chord.
Wow.
So I'll be with you always. So that's basically some of the stuff I employed there. Yeah.
That was good. I like that. There's a lot of good stuff in there.